Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm really excited to get in today's video because we're going to be covering Unison Audio's latest plugin, Drum Monkey. I don't want to waste too much time in the intro here, but I will say that I genuinely feel like it is the most innovative and ambitious plugin of 2021. And I'm typically not a huge fan of drum machines or rhythm machines and stuff like that. However, this plugin really changed the game in my opinion as far as generated drum loops and samples go. So before we actually get into the features and whatnot of Drum Monkey, I feel like I should actually define what the plugin is. Drum Monkey is basically a drum sequencer that creates original drum patterns and drum loops for any of the 30 genres that you choose from. The biggest benefit of Drum Monkey is that every single loop is completely original. On top of that, the plugin comes with over 3,000 different drum samples to use with any of the 30 genres. And all the drum samples actually work with the genres that you're working with. With that being said, let's actually start to take a look at the sound of Drum Monkey. Let's go ahead and start off by exploring the dancehall and Afrobeat section. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this genre here, and all we're gonna do is click this red button, and down here it generates a totally original drum loop. So right off the bat, you already have a drum beat to work with. So let's say, for example, I don't like the way that the kick sounds. Changing out the kick is literally as simple as hitting this yellow button right here. Let's say that you're satisfied with this kick, but you want to adjust the envelope or the volume a little bit, right? Simple as hitting it, going over to the envelope and adjusting it right here. So now the kick is a little more tight. And this section alone has a ton of different features outside of just the envelope. So you can adjust the volume. You can fatten up the sound a little bit. You can also transpose it up or down. So you can kind of see where this plugin would start to come into play if you're in, a session or whatever kind of beat making situation. But even in the sequencer down here, if you click this arrow, you can adjust the placement of all the notes. You can shift them up and down. If I'm trying to get like a quick songwriting idea down, and I'm not too familiar with the genre or I don't want to spend too much time on the drums, what you can do is just go straight up into the playlist and then you can grab any melody or sample that you want. For me, like I'm just gonna go into an old sample kit of mine and grab a sample. Right off the bat, you'll see that you can just start brainstorming and getting ideas down. Let's say you're happy with the way that the drums are sounding. This right here is one of the best features of this plugin in my opinion. If you go down here to where it says drag and drop audio, you can click that and it's gonna give you the option to either drag the audio of the entire drum pattern into one track, or you can stem it out into individual track outs, which is what I prefer to do. And all you do is click, hold it down while it exports. You have all the track outs from the drum pattern that you just created. Let's go and take a look at another genre, right? I personally feel like this is where Drum Monkey really excels. We're gonna go into the hip hop and rap section, and let's go ahead and see what Drum Monkey comes up with. So pretty decent, right? I'm gonna show you one way to really take it to the next level here. I mentioned earlier that Drum Monkey comes with like 3,000 samples that you can use with it. You can also just load your own and lock them in so that way any pattern that it generates, it's gonna generate using your drum sounds, right? So I'm gonna go into my Scab Sounds kit and I'm gonna grab all the drum sounds that I like to use. We'll do this snare right here, right? So we can go ahead and play it to see what it sounds like. But let's say we don't like this pattern and we want something totally fresh. It locked all my drum samples in. I'm gonna keep flipping around and try to find something a little more perfect. I'm actually glad it came up with this pattern here because there's a little more I want to talk about right here. First off, I don't like this perk section, so I'm just gonna turn it off. But another fire feature about this plugin is the swing. So this pattern already had it enabled, right? But if you use the swing slider down here, it's gonna give you that kind of triplet vibe to the drum pattern that's playing. I kind of like how this one sounds, so let's go ahead and drag it onto the piano roll here. Just for reference, let's go ahead and drag in a melody. It almost feels like a cheat code, but I'm sure you guys are starting to get the idea of like why this can be such a useful plugin, right? Because don't get me wrong, like I love creating my own drums, but sometimes like if I'm not in that vibe or I'm doing something different, if I'm like working with an artist and I don't have all the time in the world, just load this up and then tweak whatever you want to tweak and then export it right into the playlist. Let's go ahead and explore another genre because honestly for me, it's just a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and check out lo-fi. Like the swing on that is fire and it's already adjusting the velocity, so you can kind of see how advanced the plugin can really get. Let's go ahead and add some swing to it, see what that sounds like. Like that's a vibe right off the bat. We can go ahead and take the stems from this, once again drop it into the playlist. Like this is already such a solid drum beat. All you would really have to do from here is mix it out and maybe add some ear candy or whatever. But let's go ahead and explore some kind of unfamiliar territory to see what else the plugin is capable of. Let's go ahead and check out the house and deep house section. See, like this is totally usable. So notice right now I'm cycling through some of the claps, right? But let's say I don't even want to use a clap for this, I would want to use a snare. You would go into the drop window right here and literally just go to the snare section and like it's only going to give you snare samples now. Right, like just so advanced, so intuitive. You don't even have to think about it. Let's go ahead and check out another genre. Let's go ahead and go into see, like that right there is a good drum loop. It sounds good. It sounds like there was effort put into it, even though we're just clicking a button. I found so many different drum lines that are actually solid and good to work with, if that makes sense. And I just think that's so useful for somebody who's trying to explore different territory when it comes to music, or you're trying to branch out. Now, because of that, Drum Monkey isn't necessarily a free or cheap plugin. So Unison Audio is selling this plugin at a one-time price of $297. Or you can pay 3 different payments of $129 over 3 months to get your license, but they're limiting the licenses to just 3,500 copies upon release. So once they sell out of the 3,500 copies, I think they're gonna be stopping the sales for some time. Now, if you are one of the first 3,500 buyers of a license, I think you get 5 free bonus packs of melody and MIDI loops, And those alone are worth over like 600 bucks or something from Unison Audio if you were to just buy them separately. I'll have a link at the top of this description as well as in the comment section. It's gonna have all the information that you need. And once again, I wanna give a huge thank you to Unison Audio for providing me with Drum Monkey and sponsoring this video so I could share it with you guys. Really appreciate that. But yeah guys, anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. This was Unison Audio's Drum Monkey. If you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like and a comment letting me know what you thought. But other than that, I will see you guys soon.